Are you running? Yo, son. Would you like some chocolate, my man?
100%.
Yeah. Would you like some of that green and black?
Can I get a whole green?
If you need the whole green, my brother, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean.
You know that we have been placed on this planet as custodians to protect the environment, and it seems like the usual political shenanigans with the Reds versus the Blues, the Labour versus the Conservatives is so short term that the red and the blue is now finished. We're now going for what are we going for, brother?
We're going for the greens.
We're going for the greens, man. If you as a local authority do not have recycling as part of your agenda, you get run out of town. That's the green policy. You know what I'm saying? Catalytic converters and emissions on vehicles, that's green policies. Yeah. So even though the Greens might not get the traction in terms of having seats, the ideas have to be taken on board. Clean air is very, very important. Right now, the air quality in London is so poor, and the Greens are probably one of the few parties that really say, listen, we need to do something about the quality of our air. Brixton and the Green Party, seriously. You see, 2014 is going to be a new politics in this town. Like I said, people are so completely finished with this trying to get into power for the next 4 years to run some crazy agenda. For you guys watching this, if the current set of people, locally and nationally, get in for another term, this country is finished, done. What you need is vision, because it says where the people lack vision, the people shows how we're different from the rest regarding certain policies on the environment, policies regarding housing. So whereas the mainstream parties in Lambeth right now, the local authority are reducing its social housing quota. A lot of private building is going on, yeah? And within that private building, there's a small amount of social housing for the poor people. They're selling off the short life housing where people have lived for many years. That's a Labour council carrying out conservative policies. The Greens are totally against the selling off short life housing. What you do?
Hello, my name is Solomon, Green candidate, and I'm also the founder of Brixton Soup Kitchen. Now what we do, we provide hot meals for the homeless and the less fortunate.
And is it true that across the road from your soup kitchen there's a multi-million-pound development called Brixton Square?
100%.
Imagine that in Brixton. If we don't do something for our children's children, the Greens think about the world that your grandchildren's children are going to be living in, whereas the other parties just want to get in, they want to get the power, right? So Greens have a long-term vision for this country, and that's what makes them very appealing. Because for us guys who come from those marginalised groups, the dispossessed, the disenfranchised, Labour don't really seem to work for us no more, Conservatives don't work for us no more. So rather than we go back to the streets where we came from, we're trying the new politics of the Greens, which is all about community, it's about investing in young people, it's about the new ecology, it's about getting rid of the inequalities, it's about looking at how we can build a better world for all of us, regardless. Education, well, my background, I work in education for many years, yeah, so education is something that I'm very, very, very keen to stress. I would say with education, the way it's currently run, this idea of having these academies where, you know, they set their own agenda is good if the vision behind it is to provide the correct education for the young people. If it's about trying to make money off of our young people, then no, we need something new. You know, so when we talk about building a schooling system and an education system, young people need to be re-educated into really what this world is all about. The type of training that young people are getting, for example, in terms of, you know, access to employment, there's a new economy, there's what they call a green economy. But young people in Brixton, where unemployment is around 70%, is very high, they don't know about this new economy that they can tap into, where there's all these skills and training available for them to go out and change the world, because people are just so intent on just trying to be elected to stay in office. Green and black, seriously, they don't give no money, and where they invest in their chocolate. Remember, May 22nd, vote green. Seriously, it's the new thing.